What's a typical day look like for you?
So typically get into the yard, 7:15 in the morning, get the guys ready, obviously discuss with them their jobs, what their plan of action is today. We have team leaders in place for that as well to make sure those actions are seen through. We're currently running at 5 teams, so it's very, very busy here in the morning. By 7:30, they've left obviously the yard, straight to jobs, and then just to confirm and reiterate what we discussed in, when I'll individually go around to the projects, discuss with the team leader. Obviously, the process is see if I can help them on site a little bit, help speed things up. There may be a few questions that they might be blinded to, so try and help out where possible. Come back, nice spot of lunch, bit of ordering materials. Sorry for the stutter. Ordering materials, have a nice spot of lunch, and then you kind of change gear quite quickly because that's what you're trained to do with Daniel Moquet. You go from this project manager to this salesperson, and then you go to these surveys that you've obviously booked in, and it's just a flick of a switch. And then you change from sales, get back to the yard for 3, the guys are back for 4, and see them off, and you're pretty much prepared for the last hour for the next day. It's just a really smooth cycle.
As far as the training that you've
Yes,
had, how has that helped you transition into this sector without the prior experience?
it's it started off intense because you have all these little pieces, but it does come together. You hear a certain bit about obviously doing groundworks and then the finishing product, and in terms of string lines, and at the very, very start, it's a bit of a maze. However, the unique thing with Daniel Moquet I found was you have all these pieces, and then they put in place the bits in between where everything kind of clicks very well together. So you're able to pick it up very, very fast. Take as many notes down as possible, I always say. And at one point, I think we had a discussion before when I first come on board. I was really confused at how we get from this point to that point. But once you explained it and once I went through the training, it just become natural process. And having that confidence to talk to customers regarding that is phenomenal. But the training provided was just phenomenal. It's really impressive how much you can learn in such a short amount of time with what's been put in place.
Obviously starting in a new industry can be challenging. Was there any concerns or fears that you might have had? And, how have we helped you overcome those?
To be honest, the fear side of the aspect, it's for me, it was I'm very nervous going into not only an industry I've never worked in before, but a new role, if you like to call it that. It's the biggest scares and challenges naturally were not knowing obviously the products or the actual processes in place with landscaping itself, and the level of kind of people you're going to be working with and what they are and like in terms of managing. Came in very blind to it. Obviously, never worked in landscaping before. Obviously, being with Daniel Moquet for quite some time now, a good couple of months, I've now been given them tools, the learning, the processes of landscaping from start to the very finish, the customer profiles, how we handle, obviously, who we look after and who looks after our business in return. And it's equipped me to move forward with that. It's not been easy. It has been a challenge, but it's been fun, which is predominantly something that really appeals to me.
What would you say to someone considering this franchise, like you, that's got no prior experience in either landscaping or construction?
Honestly, if it's something you're nervous about, the Daniel Moquet way is for me. It's been bulletproof. I was extremely nervous about taking this next step. I have a mortgage, I have 4 kids. I'm going to be completely honest here, and having that reassurance, that successful history of Daniel Moquet, and that successful training, it's just been in a polite way, like hand holding to the point where Daniel Moquet go, "You're ready," and then they let go, Before you know it, you're kind of leaving the nest and you're doing it. You're actually doing it, and it becomes very, very easy all of a sudden once you get stuck in. So no, I thank Daniel Moquet for that wholeheartedly, for pushing that step. And if someone's ever considering it, 100%, you've got to go for it. It's bulletproof.